fart for a minute. I'm your host, Jen, and my co-host, Christina.
Marjorie.
Queen.
And we are here today to talk about promiscuous women. Basically, a question was asked of me, can a woman that's been, how should I put this? Promiscuous, can she become loyal, or can she be loyal to one man? So, what is your take on that?
I'll go first. I do believe a woman can, if she wants to be. Basically, if she's ready for that, just like men, I've met a lot of promiscuous men, and if they're not ready to settle down and be loyal to one person, then they're just not ready for that. You can be with more than one person and be loyal, to those people, because, you can let them know what's going on up front, and, you can abide by everything you said that you was going to abide by. That's being loyal. But if you want to be, you want that person to be loyal to you and only you, I do feel like women we have superpowers, like we can be whatever we want to be. Like, not saying that men can't, but women, it's just something, like, just because we don't have, especially when we become mothers, we don't have a choice but to be more than just us. I can't just be Christina. Like, I have to be a mom, I have to be a daughter, I have to be a sister, I have to be an aunt, I have to be a lot of things. Not saying that men don't have to be a lot of things, but especially when you become a mother or a parent, you're a little bit, it takes it to another level, basically. Right. So, I do feel like women, as long as they're ready to do it, then yes, they can become loyal, have a change of heart and say, hey, this person is making me want to make these kind of changes, and in order for me to keep this person, I have to be this certain type of way. I'm going to be this certain type of way for my man, or, for my future husband, or husband, whatever, Yeah. So that's my take on it. I definitely believe that promiscuous women can become loyal to one man as long as they want to be.
Right. Anybody else got anything?
I've never experienced being like promiscuous in that way, so my natural thought is majority of women are loyal just off the top. Like, most women that I know of only want one person. Right. They don't want multiple people. Right. So I kind of can't relate to the ones who want like a whole bunch, because I've never been that way. I've always wanted like my one person.
Right. Right.
What about y'all?
Well, what you ladies are talking about, saying some good things. When we dissect it all, no woman wants to be identified as a woman that are doing promiscuous things.
Right.
We kind of water it down just a little bit to not be offensive on the show.
Right.
Even though the way it was presented, if you had any dealing with men, then you can kind of figure out, what was said.
Right.
And as it was stated, as long as the person wants to make that change, that's the only way it's going to happen.
Right.
Because women don't come being a certain way. They are molded into those certain ways.
Right.
And a lot of the times it's because they have been heartbroken. And as was stated,
they wanting somebody, they just want one person, and they want to show that love to that one person. But when they have been hurt very many of times, they keep going back to the same situation because they are looking for somebody to love them.
Right.
And so it causes them to get in another realm where they don't need to be in, but because they want to feel love, they trying to be everywhere where they think love is.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Well, my take on that, like she already said, is a woman could be whatever she want to be, long as she wants to be that. She has to be the person that's willing to change, and I believe that she find the right person that she's willing to change for, as well as a man.
Right.
He find the right person to change for, because you know the stigma, woman is. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The question was, can a hoe be a housewife? And same thing. A lot of women think all men are the same. They are dogs. Any man and any woman can change to be for whatever for that woman that he wants to change for, and that woman for that man that she wants to change for. So first of all, second of all, a lot of times women, especially, as she reaches a certain age, and she has been promiscuous. I knew I was going to trip up on that word, but y'all know what I'm saying. But when she has been that her adult life, and then she wants to settle down and be with one man, however, her reputation is out there, so it's hard for her. And I know several women that are going through that right now. It's hard for them to find that one man to settle down with because he knows her reputation. But first of all, sis, your past do not define who you are. Like, put it down as experience, keep your head up and keep it moving, because there is somebody out there for you. And you can tell if a person is not for you if they keep throwing that up in your face. Like, don't give up hope to find that one person that's out there for you. Just keep, doing what you're doing. Love on you. Love on your children if you have children, and keep it moving. But one day you will find the one that's for you, who won't throw that in your face and who will recognize your value. And don't settle for somebody that's putting you down because of your past, and they want to keep throwing it up at you. You don't have to put up with that.
No.
Just hold fast to what you know and just keep it moving.
It's just like you got a past, they have a past too.
Exactly.
You might not know the full extent of their past yet, but everything comes to the light. So whether they express it to you or it comes to you in a different light, everybody has a past.
That's right.
So nothing can be hidden. It's always great to just be upfront, about it, whether you are promiscuous or not. Letting your partner know what's up. It's just better for the relationship period. With outside people as well. Nobody can come and tell you about your relationship or about your mate. If you've already spoken to your mate about whatever the situation may be. So I agree with you 100%.
Because even the Bible speaks on he that's without sin cast the first stone. Like, we all have sinned. And ain't no one sin bigger than the other sin. Sin is sin is sin all day long. So you can't pick out this particular sin and say, well, that sin is greater than sin. In God's eyes, all sin is sin. So, honey, you got this. You're going to find your man. So you just keep your head up, like I said, and just wait on it. It's coming. So if there's any women out there that does have a past and somebody's throwing it up in your face, you keep it moving, because that ain't the one for you. So I see that.
And whether that's family, friends, or
anybody,
whoever, anybody. Like she said, your past don't define.
Right.
So.
And And tell them to sweep around their own front door.
Exactly.
First of all.
Exactly.
Before you try to sweep around there.
Absolutely.
Now, that's my take. So, what was you going to say?
Just want to, just say, be, like what's stated, being true to who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and become that queen that you want to be.
Right.
And as long as you're gonna walk and talk, and your whole persona will be about the queen in you, because we all have a path that we go down, but we have people that's coming up after us.
Right.
And we want to be able to live a life in front of them that we can share with them that this is the right way to, to walk when we're dealing with the young women, because people go through things in life where a lot of things have happened. We don't know when it happened to them, and nobody was there for them, and they needed a mother figure, or they might have needed their sister figure. But if you can show them a way to go about it the right way, show them how to be that princess, and then show them how to be that queen. What would a queen do? And so being a queen, and who I like to call myself a queen, well, there's a whole lot of stuff that I just don't put up with. I don't carry myself in certain ways, and I want to be respected in the way that I carry myself.
You're gonna be respected.
Yes, you're right. You're gonna be. You got to demand it.
That's right. Because when you know who you are, honey, anybody try to come for you, you know what to do. Put it in there. Well, I'm sorry. I keep on going off. But yeah, we just want to answer that question, and we also have Dear Jen letters, which kind of in the line of what we're discussing. Let's see. This is first from a male. Dear Jen, how do men supposed to approach a woman?
That's it?
That's it for this one, yes.
Oh, okay.
I guess I kind of was like, as in what? How do you mean approach, as in what? And,
I guess we gotta give different scenarios. Is she
as
mad?
in dating or getting their number,
Oh, yeah,
So he wants to know, how do he approach her to get her number, to get I guess even start a conversation or whatever.
Well,
just ask.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it depends on how you're gonna approach her. Like, is it in person? Is it over the phone, through social media? Like, how you're gonna approach her, first of all. But secondly, I'm just gonna go off a scenario that has happened to me so many times, and it just turns me off immediately. I don't even care what you're gonna say afterwards. But if you ever approach me and I hear like a "hey" or "hey," like, if it's not like a "excuse me," type deal, like, I'm not even turning around, turning sideways, looking up, none of that. Like, don't do that, guys. Please don't ever approach a woman like that. Like, now, if it's some little girls, if y'all young, kids, then yeah, it might be appropriate. But I'm not gonna teach that to my son. I'm never gonna teach him that. You're gonna come correct. Like, if it's something that you want, you gotta come correct when you want it. That way you can get it. Because if you're not coming correct, you're not gonna get what you want.
Well, they'd be like, "Hey, you."
Right. Hey, baby. Like, no, that's not it. Like, no.
Baby is not my name.
No, not your baby.
Anybody else?
I'm one of them.
You got anything on how to approach?
My answer boring. I just feel like just be straight to the point. Tell me what you want, what you trying to do, whatever, and then let me decide from there.
Right.
So I ain't got time to be guessing, and then some stuff be happening, be going over my head because I don't be thinking about it. So you gotta be direct with some people.
Right. Yeah.
Well, this next one is kind of like along the line. Dear Jen, how do you know if a woman is interested in you, and how do you know if they're interested in you if they don't say nothing?
If they don't say nothing, they're not interested. I feel like, because somebody that's interested gonna let you know that they're interested.
Well, I don't know. From a girl's perspective, like I really didn't let a lot of boys know that I was interested. I just secretly had crushes.
But did you ever have anything with those guys?
Sometimes no.
Oh, okay. So when you did though, did you tell them like, hey, I secretly had a crush on you, I just never didn't say anything? No, just kept it secret.
Yeah, because I mean my mom was big on don't chase after a man. So.
Right. And that's not chasing after them, but to let them know that I was interested in you, even though you stepped to me, I was interested in you as well. Like,
oh, they ain't never stepped, so I ain't had that.
So you had
what you said
you
was
was like a
some of them.
secret admirer.
Huh?
You was like a secret admirer, or they was like a secret admirer. But they
I wouldn't say
knew.
they were like when I was in school. If I had a crush on somebody, I wouldn't like tell them. I would just feel a type of way every time I saw them. But I didn't never put myself out there to tell them. So I don't know what they would do.
Well, I would say just start a conversation. Just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to put your ego out there. If you like somebody, they don't know you like them, but you want to approach them. Start a conversation.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something. She gonna let you know if she's interested or not.
Of course.
If she shuts you down, that's your answer. But if she listening to you, she like what you saying, that's your answer. Keep on talking. But just approach her. Like, we complicate stuff so much. It's really not that hard. If you like somebody, step to them.
Right.
If they don't want to be bothered with you, they're gonna let you know. Their body language, and she's more than likely she gonna come in, get out of my face, or leave me alone. And if she do that, then okay, it's okay. Don't get mad and go off on her. Just, you got your answer. Just keep it moving. But you just never know. She might be open to that conversation. She's probably waiting on you to come say something. She's seeing you checking her.
Like
so
Marjorie,
It's too late now, though.
So go ahead and have that conversation. What you think?
Make sure you study her.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Something to talk about.
Yeah.
That you can bring. You can bring up, and she'll be like, okay,
absolutely.
He's been checking me for a while.
Yeah.
He pays attention.
Right. Learn what she
like
likes.
that. We like that.
Yeah.
We're paying attention.
Or learn what he likes. If it's a woman, let's send a male. Like, if he like football, find out his favorite football team.
Exactly.
Start watching it. Start watching the game. Watch the game with him. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I like football. That ain't got nothing to do with a man, though. But I like football. Well, I like my team. I don't like our football team.
But just start up that conversation. Just take it from there. If you see something she might be interested in, you want to ask her out. I see you like fried chicken. Let's go get some fried chicken. Anything. But you won't know if you don't try.
It'd be the simplest things, y'all. Y'all really don't even understand. Like, just knowing like somebody's favorite color. Like, come on, man. Like, it just be the smallest things.
Or remembering their name.
Yeah. And it's okay to ask what time they got. Hey, you got a few minutes? I would like to, have a few words with you.
Right.
Don't just like we'll just dive into, the conversation about
Right.
it, just,
Ease into it.
ease into it, be
Right.
real.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of like throwing off now, because we be ready already. What he want?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I already like what he coming at me for. What is
I
it?
see him staring at me.
Right. What do you want?
So while you stressing, they already know you coming. Just walk up to her, handle your business.
Mm-hmm.
So
And come correct.
that's right. That's the main thing.
When you come correct. Okay.
Correct.
Indeed.
You only get one first impression.
Yes. Okay. All right, we have one more question sort of in that line. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with that part, but this question was asked about women. So since we on the subject, dear Jen, why do women be stuck in their ways? You can tell these from males.
Absolutely.
They not really giving no information.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
When I read that, I thought about maybe she just have a certain standard that you're not catching on to. And so you think she's trying to be stuck up and stubborn, but really she's trying to show you that she want to be treated a certain type of way.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with that 100%. And women can be stuck in their ways too, just like men can. It could just be certain things that, we're just not going to change about ourselves, and it's either you're going to put up with it or you're not going to. So, sometimes it's just a situation where they're not going to change. That's just who they are. Point blank. Period.
If they ain't changing, they don't trust you. I think.
Well, I feel like you have to communicate.
Absolutely.
Like, even though you feel like they're stuck in their ways, you still have to communicate with them. Ask them what's on their mind. Do they want to talk about it? Like, you never know. It might be just something that, a misunderstanding. Once you get talking to her, you might be able to pull it out of her what's going on with her. So, just talk. I mean, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. Talk.
Not all the time.
Well, if you can't talk, write a letter. That's communication.
The easiest thing.
Sing a song.
Yeah, true.
That's communication.
Cook something.
Yeah, cook something. Bring her some flowers.
Yeah.
Hey, teach her your love language, like I always say. Teach her your love language. Text her, baby, I know you got something on your mind. I don't understand your mood. I don't know what's going on. Talk to me. Like, communicate.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Don't make it harder than what it is.
Right. Absolutely. Communication is key.
Exactly. All right, we got time for one more. Dear Jen, so I know the topic today is, can a promiscuous woman be loyal? But my question is, can men? I guess I should have read this one first. I know for a fact that women can, because I was once one of them. But I'm not sure if promiscuous men can ever be loyal to one woman. Woo.
Well,
that's a load.
You answered that earlier.
Yeah.
If they want to be, if they want to be kept, they'll be kept. But you can't force it on them. Like, they have to make that decision.
Right. And another thing on that whole topic, stop trying to hold people to their past. Like, again, he that is without sin cast first stone. You don't want to be around here judging people, because you're going to be judged before the Creator. So, let it go. If somebody that you're interested in, y'all meet, get together, y'all vibing real good, and y'all want to date, what happened before y'all got together? Let it go. Because you can't move forward carrying baggage. You have to let that go. Start fresh with this person.
Absolutely.
and y'all build y'all life together.
Yeah.
Wherever you go from there. Like, I mean, I know it sounds easy, but it can be done. I did it. I let my past go. And I didn't judge him for his.
Right.
And we happy. So it worked for me, and I know it can work for y'all. So just give it a try.
Yeah.
It is hard though.
It
Especially if they start showing like the little tendencies, then I would say pay attention. Like, I like to give people a clean slate and tell you.
Yeah. That's what you have to do. And I always say, I trust you till you give me a reason not to.
Right.
Yeah.
So if that person's not giving you a reason not to trust them,
Right.
why you tripping?
Right.
Like, if you don't have trust, what do you have?
Right.
Like, you got to have something to build on.
in the relationship if there's no trust.
Right.
So, exactly.
And don't get with your girlfriends, you know, the ones that will help you have doubt, you know, and a lot of times that be, and don't nag, you know, you do the things that you need to be doing, and if he's wrong, it's gonna show up,
Right.
so don't stress it.
Right. Agreed.
Which is also easier said
Then
than
done.
done.
Yeah.
Everything is almost, a lot of things in life is almost easier said than done. But the thing about it is, if whatever I gotta stop doing to deal with somebody else's issue, it's tearing me up inside, and so I'm not happy on the inside, and so that thing runs real deep to the soul, to the bones, to the flesh part, everything, you know. But if I focus on me and make sure I'm having a healthy me, because if I don't, then I'm gonna make everything go berserk, and I don't want to do that.
Right. And the people around you affect you, you know. So like if this person and that person is in turmoil, you know, that's gonna affect you. I know it does me. Like, I want to see my people doing great. I want to see them happy. You know, I don't want to see them going through anything. And if there's something that I can do to help, you know, make their situation better, I'm gonna do that, because I just it'll hurt me to know that, you know, my people aren't good. You know, so I just feel like, you know, of course you got to be good yourself before, you know, you can worry about the people around you. But, you know, I honestly be like, let me make sure you straight. I really do. But I be good, you know. It ain't like I'm just like all torn into pieces when I'm doing that. But I could be, you know, and I'll still be like, let me make sure you straight, you know. Like, I'm going to get you straight, and then I'm going to worry about me, you know. Like, sometimes it just be like that, you know.
And find yourself a support system.
Right.
Like girlfriend, somebody that's got your best interest at heart. You can tell when somebody got your best interest at heart or not. You can tell.
And when they faking.
Yes. Yes. Well, I guess this has been another episode of Check That Post podcast. If you want, you can write a Dear Jen letter to checkthatpostpod@gmail.com or text 866-311-2251. Look us up on YouTube, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if there's a topic that you want to hear or would like to see us talk about, let us know in the comments and we'll talk about it.